Hello everyone and welcome to Mountain Blade Warband, Prophecy of Pendor mod. And for all those of you who don't know, Mountain Blade Warband is the expansion, the add-on, the second game of the Mountain Blade series, one of the most famous indie games in the world. It basically is all in the title. You have a sword, then you have a horse. You have a lot of weapons and a lot of horses, and you can harness it. It's complicated, but you should know what it is. It's also one of my favorite indie games ever, and Prophecy of Pendor is one of my favorite mods for Warband ever. I will be playing with reduced damage to me, easy, because Prophecy of Pendor is not easy. Damage to frames normal, combat AI average, combat campaign AI average, battle size, I think we'll keep it at 100 for now. I'm not sure if my computer can handle it. I have upgraded it since the last time I played, but I don't know. Show bands unfriendly, yes. Report damage, no, 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 no. It's just gonna be trying to go with as little HUD as possible. But I need banners though, because you're kind of hard to make out your friends. Video options, as you can see, anti-aliasing to X. I probably will have to reduce this. Number of corpses, ragdolls, blood, dynamic lighting, character shadows, environmental shadows. We'll see how well that works. Probably not. Right, nothing here. So, you can hold down the shift key to zoom in while aiming at this thing. I should know how to play this, I haven't played in a while. Welcome, adventurer, to Mountain Blade Warband, Prophecy of Pendor. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. While in a traditional medieval society, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility, this is emphatically not the case in Pendor. Men and women are equal in battle. At conquest, and either gender may become king or queen. It does not, however, mean that you should not choose to play a character who is not of noble birth. Nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but commoners can attain all of the same goals, and in fact may have a much more interesting, if more challenging early game. Continue. Select your gender. Pretty female. Oh yes, Mountain Blade is also famous for having horrific character models, especially the faces. But yeah, we'll go with the male. You were born years ago in the land of Barclay, far to the west and south of Pendor. You never knew your mother, who died when you were young. Your father was, everything here will give you stats, bonuses and equipment at the start of the game. Warband at its core, while being a medieval fighting game, it's also an RPG because you have stats, a lot of stats you can level, as well as sword fighting, bows, so on. An improvisation displays minor noble from Pond, noble merchant ship, a knight of an outlaw knighthood order. Unfortunately, I don't know what all of these do. Retired noble adventurer, so you just get to choose here. Pretty sure this is the first one gives you a banished chieftain son from the Tsar states. That might not be good. There are also factions in the game, you'll see how not. I don't actually plan on recording as much of the game, just plan on having fun around it and recording occasionally and see how well my empire is doing or not, if I ever get an I'm pretty sure if I choose a knight it's gonna give me an armor. I will go with the banished chieftain son from the Tsar steppes, because usually the Tsar steppes people are good at horse archery, and horse archery is the way to go if you want to survive in Pendor or in Mountain Blade. In Caladria, I believe it's the vanilla game. You were a nomadic child, living in a wagon on the road, traveling from place to place, camping for no more than half a year before moving on. Your father was born on the Tsar's plains and told you many stories of how his people lived and fought, inspiring you with pride in your ancestry. Yeah, pretty much I now have extra points in riding, archery and horse archery, I believe. Years ago, when their father died, his older brother had banished him from his tribe, gathered up his wife and a few possessions and moved to the northern plains of Barclay, where you were born. He taught you how to fight and how to survive through self-reliance. He was joined by other Tsar outcasts. The Shah? I don't know. And these outcasts formed their own new tribe, living off the land and carrying on the traditions of their homeland across the Eastern Sea. Start with negative relations with the Dishar. Oh, that's cool, excellent. exactly the people I didn't actually want to piss off, because, you know, they have horses and archery and mounted horse, and as in real life, a mountain soldier is a lot more dangerous than a footman. In your youth, you had very little idle time, as your father arranged for you to serve as a minor barker in Noble, sent you to become an apprentice, in the care of son, left you to fend, sent you out on your own to hunt in the wilds. I'm pretty sure this one gives him a bow. As a very young boy, before you were out of childhood, you rode the great steppes on a horse of your own, learning the paths through the grass and the desert. Though you sometimes went hungry, you became a skillful hunter and pathfinder in this trackless country. Cool. Yes, pathfinding allows you to move faster, as well as, well, move faster on the map. You'll see. Your body grew lean and muscular as you mastered the nomad's way of life. Then, after what seemed an eternity, your life changed. You were given the opportunity to become a tracker and a hunter. More hunting, more tracking. A squire. We'll become a squire. Or a squire. So you'll see here when I show you, you recognize this. These things all give you stats, many stats. Pretty sure this one gives me sword skills as well as strength, extra strength, damage, a shield maybe, points of shield. Already have a tracking and hunting, so we'll go with the squire for now. Okay. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man. The whole world seemed to change around you. When you are named squire to a noble at court, you practice long hours with weapons, as I told you, learning how to give hard knocks without hesitation and how to take them with fortitude. You are instructing your obligation to your lord and your duties to those who would one day be your vassals. In addition to learning the chivalric ideal, you also learn about the less attractive side of the noble life, from old warrior stories of ruthless power politics, betrayals and usurpations of men who used guile as well as valor to achieve their aims. But as fates would have it, everything in your world changed suddenly. You had no choice but to leave the lands of Barclay, struck out of Pendor because of... The Lord of Gold, the bright prospect of opportunity and the thrill of adventure. Yeah, okay. It's not exactly from a straight nomad hunter I became a squire, but I guess it could happen. If you prove your skill enough, you could become a squire. Then again, you know, using a bow was not very squire-like, but all is fair in life and war. Only you know what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. To others, it appears that you seek a life of excitement and adventure, with all the riches, power and renown that go with them. You want your name spoken by the nobility with respect and perhaps even fear. You want the world, and you won't let anyone hinder your efforts to get it. Become an adventurer and sail to the shores of Pendor.
The die has been cast. You have set sail for Pendor.
You heard the man, the die has been cast.
Thank you, champion, for heeding my call and returning to Pendor. More than ever, we desperately need your aid. Pendor has fractured into factions yet again, just as we need union most desperately. New enemies have invaded us, and old ones have returned in force. We are poised to seek out the evil goddess Azedahaka and destroy her once and for all. On behalf of the people of Pendor, my champion, will you once again take up the sword?
Yes. What you heard there was the prophecy in the name, Prophecy of Pendor. So we have a main quest, if we so desire to follow it. And we have been awarded the right to carry a banner. Your banner will signify your status as a noble of Pendor and bring you honor. Which banner do you want to choose? I believe this is because we chose the squire, but I could be wrong. We usually go with a lion or a dragon. Let's see if they added something else. Unicorns, that's not bad either. I like it. The bear with the axe, yes. I like the dragon on this one, but the purple everywhere just kind of ruins it. This dragon is kind of ugly. Yes. So a lot of things haven't actually changed. The sun might not be a bad idea. Lions, tigers, griffins. Huh. Step cavalry. I believe all of these are the Shard logos. banners. So yeah, lot of variation. That might be it. Red dragon and black or the scorpion, the red scorpion, black scorpion and a red field of blood. Anything else? Ah yes, the red lion on a white field, or the red dragon on a black field with the skies in the background. Anything else? I think this is the last one. Yep, this is the last one. There is no back, by the way, so you can just have to skip ahead if you're over here. Or this one, but no, that's a crafty dragon. So there are some new bans in the last time I played. This one is not bad either, but no, we'll take the dragon. I like being a dragon. Do you not like being a dragon, everyone? Or the lion. The lion is simple, it would look better. Then we'll go with the dragon. I believe we can change it at one point or another. Let's take another look, just in case I'm not missing anything, because, you know, we could miss. Nope. This looks nice though, I like it. A hawk with a spear. Maybe. Maybe. As for what weapons I'm gonna use, probably the bow or this one. No, that kinda looks ugly. Yeah. I don't know, man, it's kinda hard to decide. Yeah, let's go with the dragon. What will the game saving policy be? Really allow me to quit without saving, cause yeah. So we are gonna be actually we're gonna be green. Yes. These are all attributes. Strength, every point adds +1 to hit points. The following skills cannot be developed beyond one third of strength. Iron Flash, Power Strike, Power Throw, Power Draw. Basically you need strength because it adds to Iron Flash. And that's it. That's the only thing strength adds to, but it allows you to increase other things like Iron Flash and so on and so forth. Agility, which point gives 5 weapon points and slightly increased movement speed. This is weapon points. And yeah, weapon speed, movement speed, you'll see it. High agility is nice because it allows you to move fast even underground, which you kinda need if your horse dies, because they do die. Agility, weapon master, shield, athletics, riding, horse archery, and looting all depend on agility. Intelligence, every point to intelligence immediately gives 1 extra skill point. The following skills cannot be developed beyond one third of intelligence: trainer, tracking, tactics, pathfinding, spotting, inventory management, wound treatment, surgery, first aid, engineering. So attributes, skills, weapon points. Charisma, each point increases your party size limit by 2. How many people you can have in your group? You can increase this a lot. You can have 50 men, armies of 50 men running around, and yeah. Persuasion, prisoner management, leadership, and trade cannot be increased by that. So I have Power Strike because I am a squire. I also have Power Draw because I'm a Dishar hunter, I believe. Weapon Master 1, Riding 5, Horse Archery 4, Dishar father, I believe. That's yeah. Looting, training, Pathfinding 4, it's also good. As you can see, I cannot increase it because my agility is not high enough. Sporting, inventory management, I might need it. What do I want to do? Well, firstly, I don't want to die. So Iron Flash all the way. Anyway, 1 point in that. Iron Flash number 4. Power Strike, also don't want to die. Power Draw. Let's character use more powerful bows. Iron Flash. Oh, I got him. Okay, so I'm gonna. This is gonna be just the intro video, I believe. Iron Flash. It points to this skill, increases hit points by +2. So my hit points. Experience. Next level, 600 experience. Level 1. Power of Throw. Each point to this skill increases throwing damage. We're not gonna be using throwing because while throwing weapons have more damage, usually they have less ammunition and are kinda complicated to shoot with, to me. Anyway, Power Draw. Let's character use more powerful bows. Each point to this skill up to 4 plus Power Draw requirement for the bow increases bow damage by 14%. It's good, so we'll put another point there. Weapon Master makes it easier to learn weapon proficiency and increases the proficiency limits. Limit go as 60, 100, 140, 180, 220, 260, 300, 340, 380, 420. This is basically because I have Weapon Master 1, I can go as high as 100 in this one. Proficiency allows me to do more damage with weapons, I believe. Covers the use of one-handed swords, axes, and blunt, or speed of it. I'm not sure if I want to go with one-handed, even though because I'm a squire, I have 183. I think I'll go with pole arms because they're better on a horse, but I'm gonna need one-handed weapons anyway. This it's not that big of a deal. You're gonna get points anyway, but these increase as you use them. So if you use a pole arm, you're gonna increase pole arm skills. If you use archery and you do damage with an archer with a bow, you're gonna be better at archery. So that's not a big deal. Right, where was he? Shield. This is damage to shields by 8% and improves shield speed and coverage. Shield speed damage. Shields break. So the higher your shield skill is, the harder it is for the enemy to break your shield. Shield speed and coverage is how fast you can put your shield up and how much the shield does actually cover, or how good you are at covering your entire body with it. And also depends on the size of the shield, because you have tiny bucklers, round shields, all the way up to tower shields and like usually. Athletics improves your running speed, 0 at that. Riding enables you to ride horses of higher difficulty levels, increases your riding speed and maneuver. It's good. Horse archery reduces damage and accuracy penalties for accuracy. Throwing from horseback. So you have penalties to damage and accuracy with a bow from horses. There's also another problem with horse archery. Some of the better bows, like long bows and the like, shouldn't allow you to shoot from horseback. So you need composite bows for that. Looting increases the amount of loot obtained by 10% per skill level, and that's what you get from enemies you kill in the battle. Trainer, every day each hero with this skill adds some experience to every other member of the party whose level is lower than his or hers. It's kinda good, but yeah, you need this at 10 to get 80 experience per day, and even me, I need experience. I'm gonna need 6 experience to have this at, yeah, I don't know. But you can get companions, so NPCs, I guess, well, companions, know what they are, who have better skills, so they'll use those. Although I don't believe, no, actually trainer is only personal, so as you can see here. Tracking. Tracks becomes more informative. You'll see what I mean. It's a party skill, meaning the highest party member uses it. So if I have tracking 1, there's a guy in my party with tracking 4, his tracking is gonna count, not mine. Tactics. Every 2 level of this skill increases starting battle advantage by 1. How many people you have extra compared to your enemy. So at 0 you have 50 versus 50. If both sides have 50, they get a larger advantage if they have a bigger army. So if I start with 50 men and they start with 100, they'll get 2 men per my guy. That's not including the leader's tactic skills. It's complicated and you'll see, but the higher it is, the more troops you have on your side, if you have enough troops. Pathfinding. Party map speed is increased by 3% per skill. Party skill, again, I have 4, that's cool. Spotting. Party seeing range is increased by 10% per skill. This is on the world map, you'll see what that is. Inventory management increases inventory capacity by 6 per skill. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna need that though. Wound treatment. Party healing speed is increased by 20% per level of skill. Party members will die or be wounded. This is in case they are wounded. Surgery. Each point of the skill gives a 4% chance that a mortally struck party member will be wounded rather than killed. Companions don't die. Soldiers do die. It's kind of sad when you lose a very powerful soldier, very well trained. First aid. Heroes regain 5% per skill level of hit points lost during mission. Heroes are companions, you'll see what I mean. Engineers. This skill allows you to construct siege equipment and field improvements more efficiently. Blech, don't really bother with this one personally. You have companions for that. Persuasion. This skill helps you make other people accept your point of view. It also lowers the minimum level of relationship needed to get NPCs to do what you want. Personal skill. We might want this later. Prisoner management. Every level of the skill increases the maximum number of prisoners by 10. This is the chance of a lord escaping after battle by 5%. So I can carry 20 prisoners with me, and I have a 10% chance of a less chance of a leader to escape the battle. Leadership. Every point increases the maximum number of troops you can command by 10, increases your party morale and reduces troop wages by 5%. If you want a large army, you're gonna need this to be higher. Not only because it allows you to carry more troops, but because it reduces the wages. You don't have to pay them. Trade! This is your trade penalties by 5%. What we are gonna do is get our agility 12 and get our intelligence to 7. Because we want inventory management to be kinda high, but maybe not high enough. Yeah. I wanna have a big ass inventory. So I can be out there killing bandits and get more loot. Archery for now. Let's see, maximum 100. And pole arms. I'm gonna be using pole arms and one-handed if it comes to that. Mostly pole arms, spears, halberds, the like. Yeah, boy. Right. This is my face. You can see it, no sliders. You have to click until you find one that you like, and then you have to click on when you see one if you skip it. I don't know. Well, first thing first. Well, good enough, it will have to do. As you can see, we have a lot of options, but you don't have time or the patience for it. And there we are. This guy is us. By the grace of the divine, you arrive in Pendor, a land plagued by constant strife for over 150 years. You have accepted a daunting challenge to stave off the influence of evil, reunite the warring factions of the Old Kingdom, and fulfill the prophecy of Pendor, as foretold by the mad wanderer Muddygun. These are dangerous lands, where many powers, great and small, vie against one another for supremacy. Here you will find honor and nobility, but also deceit and skullduggery. I always love that word. There will be valorous knights and black-hearted assassins. You will leave your past behind to start a new life. Pendor is not your typical medieval country. Women and men have equal chances of success and failure in Pendor. If you succeed, you will fulfill another destiny, creating a new possibility in the infinite dimensions of reality. Your choices may create a new thread in the weave of the oracle to choose, and know for the possibility that your actions may save us all. Drawn by the story you hear about Pendor and its kingdoms, you... Where do I want to go? Kingdom of Sarleon. These are the main kingdoms. The main factions vying for control. 4 of them only. Yeah, we'll go to Sarleon because if I remember correctly, Sarleon is the center kingdom. You travel by caravan through the heartland of Pendor. Green shoots of wheat are beginning to push through the dark soil of Sarleon's rolling plains. The land here is rich, but troubled, as the occasional burning villages bears witness. The caravan avoids the woods of Laria, where desperate men take refuge, and the mysterious Noldor lurk. Elves. Magic elves, yeah. Getting your hands on some Noldor weapons, oh man, that would be awesome. You crest the ridge, but you know, surviving to get that, yeah, also awesome. You crest the ridge and catch sight of the town of Sarleon, its rooftops shining gold in the last rays of the setting sun. Exhausted by the time you find the inn in Sarleon, and fall asleep quickly, awake before dawn and eager to explore your surroundings, you venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted in the early morn. Suddenly, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard makes the hairs of your neck stand on end. You are instantly on the alert for trouble. So, combat from the get-go. Oh, bollocks. Because I'm a squire, it gave me a crossbow. Oh shit, I can't access inventory now. So what do I have? I have a crossbow. Okay. This is me! Oh goddammit, I forgot how to... Ah, okay. Whoa! God damn you! Oh! Let's see. Okay. And I forgot the controls. Stay away! Nope, get. Now, you can use the polearm on your own without a shield as well as a shield. Nope. Okay, so I'll show you how. Now he's dead. So, as you see, without the shield I can actually do a head charge. I mean, I'm used to the controls in... uh-oh. I don't know, that's the... Hey, nah. You can't actually loot in here. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here we don't know who's listening. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the streets, and then finally, convinced you have not been followed, begins to speak. Please allow me to explain my proposition. We've lately had a real problem with heretics kidnapping young girls for sacrifice. Oh boy. We've discovered numerous girls' bodies, everyone with the heart ripped out. Of late, they've begun venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets. This helps them enter unnoticed and aids them in identifying particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my young sister. I don't know what my sister was thinking to go wandering alone after dark in times like this. I hope she wasn't meeting a lover. You were spinning about too, but you're a stranger here, and you know how bad things have become. She had no excuse. But she's my sister, so what can I do? If I don't protect my kin, people will start thinking that I can't protect my investments. Either. And I can't have that. Really? You're worrying about it? Fine. I also confess that I love her dearly, and am worried to death about her. That's why you put your investments above the fire. I cannot bear the thought of her being sacrificed by heretics. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with the blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Pendor to seek your fortune. This is what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small but strong party, track down these heretics to their lair, and return my sister to me in good health. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? Very well, I will rescue your sister. He gave me some money to start me up, a quest, collect 5 men. You won't be able to do this by yourself though. If you tackle that warband by yourself, the hunter will become the hunted, I'll warrant. You'll first need to recruit some fighting men. There are always a few lads in the outlying villages, looking for looking for work more interesting than piling the soil or hauling water. With a little training, they'll fight well. There are also mercenaries for hire in the taverns. They'll join you for pay, visit the village and taverns, and use the money to hire some men. You will need at least 5 men behind you to fight the heretics. The band leaders are a mean bunch, so having experienced men with good equipment would be best. Very good, sir. I'll collect some men from around the villages and check the tavern too. Good. You can find me again at the tavern here in Salon after you've got your group together. Then we'll speak about what to do next. You have taken your first quest. You may view your quest by pressing Q at any time in the game. Q. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit simplistic, but what do you expect? 2 people made this. Press tab to leave now. Oh yeah, I forgot. So this is Pendor. The big ass map of Pendor. This is the world map. So red is Sarleon, green is Firdisven. The Empire is yellow. The Tsar Principalities, you know, the one I infuriate it belonged to, is that. This here, the Laria Forest, Noldors live here, Steppe Bandits here, and Kingdom of Ravenstad. Nords, basic Nords. These are Viking Nords, these are Celtic people. You'll see when we get there. So yeah, the map. What the hell am I? I think I'm in Avendor, right? No, I'm in Laria? Oh, damn it, I don't know where I am. Welcome, this mod is designed for the experienced player who has mastered the combat. For those who are you, we hope you enjoy, blah blah blah. Thank you, thanks Dragon, the Pop development team. Now, I was near Sarleon. So that's me on the map. We'll be going to Sarleon to recruit some people. The town of Sarleon seems unremarkable. You heard the occasional grumble in the marketplace about the price of everyday items, but there appear to be a reasonable amount of goods for sale. You see the occasional abandoned building shop or car, but nothing more than the ordinary. See the banner of King Goldith of the Kingdom of Sarleon over the gates. The populace is different you. We'll go to the marketplace. You can walk around the streets, as you can see, but well, I guess we'll show you. I believe I have a horse since I'm a squire. So this is my inventory. I have a sword, I have a light lance, I'll drop the shield for now. Actually, I'm gonna drop this. Keep the shield for now. So, first thing will... The order in which you put it here will tell you how... the first weapon you'll start with. So, light lance and shield, since they use the same, different things. Have the armor, Squire's light chain, 44 damage. And the saddle horse. Well, it's not bad. I also have brown nomad robe, 4210. Slightly crap, but looks better, I guess. 2 point cheaper and I can sell this. Or the Sal mail shot, 4815. This is actually better. Give me that. Seriously better. Right, and first, which I can sell, chicken, which the party needs to eat. I don't need to eat, I believe. Keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the capital of Sarleon, whatever the fuck it is. That's my shield, with my banner on it. I think we'll need to increase the gamma a bit. Much better, I believe. Alright, there are also shops on the way, but you can use the tab to quickly move from place to place. I want to buy a new weapon, show me your wares. Yes, I know the tutorial. Ooh, a Sarleon Knight longsword, swing 30. I have a couple of them. Let's sell this, sell this, sell this, keep the food. That's a bit expensive. 1000. I could get a bad bow. I want to get a bow though. Bows are awesome. Hunting bow 12. I sold this. That's 39 damage. Really? 23 damage. Short composite bow. And arrows. You need arrows for those. Barbed arrows. Oh, I can afford those. 2 damage. I have some better arrows around here. Bent bulking. 46, 48. Some of the prices are weird like that. As you can see, fine long composite bow cannot be used on horseback. So cavalry lance is nice, but we don't have the money for that. So let's get ourselves some bulking arrows, barbed arrows. Now we drop the shield. 27, light lance. Yeah, we should be fine without the shield for a while. As you can see, you can only carry 4 weapons. Problem with these things is that they all take a slot. Problem with crossbows and bows require 2 slots. One for the weapon, one for the ammo. That's why throwing weapons might be better, but no, I need a bow. Okay, and this, keeping that for now in case we actually have problems. We might need that. For the armor, it's this thing here, but we don't get to do that. So yeah, it looks nice, but you know, yes, you know, aesthetically, I mean. Blah blah blah. Or you can go here, go to marketplace, asset, local price, others, arms, armor, horse goods. We don't need to do that. We need to visit the tavern though to see about some mercenaries. Sister Mora, Borgi the Fat, Sir Alistair, and Diev Woodenson. Oh god, these are actually heroes, companions, and sell swords. Alistair, I need a drink to steady my... I need a drink to steady my nerves. I came upon a dead girl outside of town. Her heart has been ripped from her breast. The heretics must have been at work against. Bastards. I simply started out. Oh my god. Upon the poor girls and quickly explained that she was beyond any help I could give. I am the younger son of the High Lord of Barclay. Hello. Fennec the Noxious came to Pendor like many other knights to make my name. Unfortunately, I was dodging a party of these sanctimonious wits of the dawn when I tripped over this girl. You don't happen to know if they are headed in this direction, do you? If so, I must depart immediately. I'd advise to do the same. They are deadly enemies to my enemy. They will likely attack you as well. They take rather unreasonable dislikes very quickly, yes. As you doubtless know, the Order of the Dawn was blah blah blah. Jesus! Yes, fine. You have no more reason to deny to love the Order of the Dawn. What say we join forces with them? So, I am highly skilled with blade and lance, have a fine war steed, and will fight under your command for suitable remuneration. I am also training in tactics and siege war. I will not, however, serve under a bleeding heart who shows mercy to those murdering bastards of the dawn. So if you want to leave with them, I would withdraw my offer. Nah, I'm not sure I could. Yeah, fine. I guess I pissed him off. I really don't know. Yeah, heroes also have interaction with each other, so they hate being in a party with one if you don't have your charisma as much. If I wanted company, I'd have it. I'd say the company wouldn't look at all like you. Why are you so rude and antisocial? God, Mount Raiders. I'll fight and not fight and fine. Let's not deal with companions anyway. I wanna.
What are your orders, Captain?
Do you have a need for higher swords? Me and 6 of my mates are looking for a captain. We'll join you for 371 general. Alright. Well done, sir. Keep the money and wine coming our way, and there's no foe in Pendor you need to fear. So I have a party now. Collect 5 men. Find and speak to him. He's the tavern at Sarleon. Quest completed. Yay. Splendid work. Have hired enough men to take on the heretics. Travelers entering Sarleon have told us that there is a small group of robbers looking on the other outside of town. I suspect they are all from the same band. The one that took my sister. Hunt them down and defeat them and make them disclose the location of their... Very well. Why don't you come with us? Because I'm paying you to take care of it. But I respect your question, I want to see. Fine, 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 we'll go. So, we have a couple of guys, we're gonna be leaving. And this is our party. We have me, 92 health, because I got punched in the face. And 7 sail swords. And you can upgrade them. I guess it takes 20 days in the mode nowadays. It's been a while. These are my skills. First aid 1, pathfinding 1, plus 4 plus 1, I don't know why. Tracking 1, looting 2 plus 1. Plus troops infantry. You can change these if you know. I think I'll use these as archers. Right. And those are the band of robbers. Well, let's fight them. What do you want? I've been looking for him. Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Ha! And did you bring silvers in the hopes of ransoming one of our captives? No, but I brought steel. You have my contraband around. This is how battles work. So you find a group on the map and then you charge them, or you don't, or you order your troops alone to charge, but it's better if you go. Charge the enemy! And these are my squires. Movement towards enemy.
Take them down!
Cavalry actually charged? Oh no.
This way!
God damn it. This is the map, in case you didn't know. Okay, I really need to. Movement order.
This way!
I don't know, so that's infantry. 1 is infantry, 2 is archers, there we go. Movement order, charge! 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Oh, there are our friends. Oh, god damn it. Nope, get a bow. You wanna bait the horse archer? I don't think you wanna fight a horse archer. I don't see the damage, because I got it out. Come on, come on. Ow, ow, ow. Really stay away from that Palora bitch. You're really pissing me off. Ah, fuck it. The lance does this when you get enough speed, so you're couching it, preparing it for attack. It do a lot more damage like so. You don't have an archer, do you? Get him! As you can see, improved proficiency in Polearm to 71. That's their leader. Oh, he's dead already. There are only 4 of them. And now you know how the fight goes. Field has been won, press tab to key to win. I lost a sellsword. Yeah. 1 sellsword killed. Enemy casualties. 3 outcast. 2 killed, 1 wounded. Heretic leader, 1 wounded. Aye, spare me, spare my life, let me go and I'll go far away from here and let them on the straight and never hear from me again. Yeah, sure. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your fellows kidnap the sister of a prominent mentor in town. Tell me where you're hiding her and then give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts and you can go free. Oh, bless you, bless you. We've done her no harm. We've been keeping her in our camp near Yaragar. I'll describe the area nearby in detail so there's no mistake in it. Okay. And we have one. You can sell prisoners or deliver them if so needed, or you can release prisoners from the enemy and they'll join your company. Okay, good enough. And this is the loot. It's kind of crap. Then again, the polearm, the boar spear is better at the swing. As you can see, only lances actually can be couched, but we'll talk about that some other time. This is why I wanted the inventory space. Kidnapper's hideout. Doesn't seem to expire, so we'll do this next time. Meanwhile, I'll go train around, play a while. Thank you for watching the first recording. As I said, I'm not gonna do this as a constant recording. I'm gonna play and record it from time to time. But I'm gonna play while not recording, because it's fun. Throwing knives. See you around, everyone. If you have questions, let me know in the description, in the comment section down below. Again, goodbye and have a good medieval warfare, everyone.